Welcome back to the channel, guys. Gonna spend a little bit of time just doing a walk around catch up on what we've done to the shoebox since the last time. So the main thing you'll notice is that the engine is now in and installed in its final position. The mount at the front there I had to extend from the last time that I filmed it, so I've actually had to bring the engine forward by about a ½ inch because we had some clearance issues up here, as I'd feared, with the shift linkage, but the shift linkage is now absolutely fine, so we've got clearance there. And what that's also done is given an even better amount of space behind the distributor there, and yet we've still got room for a radiator because this sits precisely, give or take, where the front of the cross pipe on the old flathead V8 went, and the fan sits almost exactly again where the fan sat on the flathead, so we should be good there. I've finished the mount for the alternator, so we have the rose jointed adjuster in there, and I've got a fan belt. I say I've got a fan belt, it's ever so slightly too short, so I do need to get one that is actually the right length, but other than that, that front is finished. And we've got clearance down here for the downpipe from that ram's horn, goes past the starter motor nicely. We've got all of the plug leads, distributor, rotor and coil in, likewise around the other side. Moving it forwards a little bit did actually give better clearance for the steering box as well, so again it's going to be a little bit tight, but we should be able to get a pipe that will come out and head down there before shooting backwards. So pretty happy with how that is sitting. Carburetor is on there, there's a video on that carburetor and the electronic choke in particular, so we'll just have a little look underneath just so you can see all of the clearances from the modified sump. So looking underneath there, transmission is on its mount, and where we have the modified sump, we've got clearance here for the steering linkage. Haven't yet put the lower bell housing cover on, but the clearance there will be fine. So that's looking pretty decent from underneath there. The only thing I haven't yet made is the plate mount to actually permanently tie the transmission to the cross member, so it is just resting on there for the minute. In terms of the body, what have we done so far on this since the last catch up? Well, there's some bits that are immediately obvious. For a start, I've written my to-do list on the side, actually started ticking a few things off, which is not too bad. I've built the complete inner structure for this as well, not ground it back, but we've got triple layers in there. So the inside piece that wraps around there, just need to finish weld that bit around, finish welding these couple of bits there. That is in, these pieces were in the previous video I think, so this door side is almost finished on the passenger side. Started welding up the parcel shelf, so again we're now fully solid here. Probably put some plates across here, just finish it off, make it look a little bit nicer, but that is done there. Moving down this side, although I haven't finished the inner part of the curve, we do have the two, and the front door frame has been cut and is just held in place with some little conduit welded in there. but you've got the right profile. That door now opens as well. So that's where we've got up to at the moment. We've got all of the shift linkage working. Gonna stick some oil in here and then spin it over, and then see if I can get hold of a radiator and we can at least get that bit finished. Still need to work out which bits of the firewall I need to fill, and we'll catch up once this door is completely welded in place, and then we can start looking at properly finishing off, smoothing out these. So that's where we leave it for the moment. So thanks for catching up. As with any big project like this, the final 10% seems to take about 90% of the time. So it may not look like I've done a huge amount, but actually it's taken a lot of time to get from where it was to where it is now, even though fundamentally it doesn't look like there's a huge amount that's been done. But please continue to like, subscribe and check back for further updates.